we have made it into our first draft. Talibobo Believer is going to be in that first pick selection spot. Team Peps with an immediate ban away of the Zoroark. Talibobo Believers with the Hoopa ban in response. This means that Team Peps will get their choice of support because Talibobo Believers will likely chase after either the Slowbro or the Lapras. That's right, it's the Slowbro.
All right, so now the question is, what do we pick up? Is it going to be the Hoopa plus a Lapras, since that's still available?
Wow,
are we going to see, I mean, we haven't even seen that opportunity yet, or, oh, we're not even going to have them pick the Eldegoss. They're like, we cannot pass up Lapras and Urshifu together, which is, I think this is the first time that Peps has had that opportunity using this ban strategy.
I actually think Peps gets Hoopa here as well. I don't think Talibobo Believers can realistically give Hoopa up with how powerful that combination is.
Yeah, I mean, Hoopa, of course, banned, so the Blissey may be the pick here. Blissey does work pretty well. Toon Slim locking in on that Mew. We'll see if that happens. Ikelis, actually, who was really just wrecking house on that Mew before getting the Alolan Ninetales.
Yeah, Hoopa's banned, by the way, everybody. Don't worry about it. It's fake analyst.
Well, no. All you said was that Talibobo Believers was not going to give up Hoopa to Peps. That was one of the things you said.
Thank you.
Correct, technically.
Thank you for having my back. All right, Potato. We're going with the Blastoise instead of the Garchomp this time. And with three very squishy Pokemon on the side of Talibobo Believers, a Rapid Spin Water Spout Blastoise headed your direction is certainly a terrifying sight. I really like this final selection, especially in tandem with the Blissey, double Defender plus Blissey. That is a lot of HP bars for the side of Talibobo Believers to work through.
Also, I just feel like after having that incredible bounce back game, Potato probably feeling just kind of like mentally good about playing the Blastoise after a pretty tough, to say the least, match on that Garchomp. So I do like the fact that we're seeing it again. The Garchomp may come out later as they haven't tried it against Talibobo Believers, but they're going to start off with what was working. Why switch it up? And why switch up the cast we've had all day when we've got Spraggles and Doob Snacks to take us into Grand Final?
Here we go, Talibobo Believers. Team Peps, this is Team Peps' real opportunity right here. They are in a Grand Finals, the most important Grand Finals of the year, but they're going up against the kings of the region, the Titans, the champions, Talibobo Believers.
Team Peps looking for a good opportunity here, and they started off with two incredibly strong picks. Caligola going to be on that single strike, Urshifu, of course, for that secure, and Marv getting Lapras. Haven't had that opportunity to play it too much today, but they're looking for it and to leverage it now. Quick KO on Potato. Whoa, quick KO on Ikelis as well, and this is not how Team Peps drew it up.
No, this is not what Team Peps wanted at all, as they pick up some massive KOs early in the top and bottom path. Talibobo Believers just asserting their dominance a little bit right here. Also pushing towards Marv as well, getting very, very low. You know, Blastoise is a really interesting Pokemon in that it's great once you evolve it, but it needs a lot of TLC. It needs a lot of experience before it can become really, really powerful.
Good news is Cali has just rolled through the middle, hit their level 5, so Potato, if they're desperate, can roll back through that central area themselves. Wicked Blow is a little early, doesn't get too much out of that. Now they're getting chipped. Human isn't evolved into the Blissey yet, which means there's no Southwood Eggs to pick them up. Now Potato's getting pushed down. They're able to use their boosted auto to push off surface and get back to the goal zone, but Klaus is waiting in the wings, looking for a KO on Human if they can get it after they score. Is there going to be any follow-up? Nobody to poach. They're just going to dart back through and re-engage and quickly get Human KO'd. That's a chancey, no chance in getting a Blissey right here. Utah trying to get engaged on, but a good save by Klaus back the other way, and Talibobo Believers are grooving right now.
There we go, picks up at least one kill, but no, goes down for it again. Talibobo just relentless right here, and Team Peps really can't catch a break.
Yeah, I mean, the K opener went to Talibobo Believers. They followed that up with another one. Yes, a courtesy KO on the Dodrio for Peps, but that ended up being Eldegoss scoring one on Cali, which is not the exchange you're looking for.
Yeah, and something you're definitely not looking for is to see that your opponent has an experience share and is a higher level than you in path. Obviously, things are going very well for Talibobo Believers, and Team Peps really needs to make something happen here. They have to win 2 best of 5 to win this thing in the Grand Finals.
Without a doubt, and they really need to get Potato online. Potato, you know, was able to get that early knockout in that game 3 versus Nouns, really helped them get that experience experience boost. They were level 6 way earlier than this in that game, so they need to find their way to kind of get back on track.
We can see Utah coming down to the bottom path here. Huge solar beam, the overheat almost picks up a KO on the Lapras right there. Good thing that is the tankiest Pokemon in the game, otherwise it would be going down.
Yeah, Marv doing a good job. One of the only players that hasn't been KO'd on Team Peps' side of the board here. And Zervis is massive for an Eldegoss, really holding down these goal zones by themselves. And yes, they're trying to stack his Team Peps in their face, but it's nice for Tally to not have to commit too many resources there, as they're able to pivot in a big way on top of this Registeel.
Yeah, obviously some nice plays here from Peps, and you know what? If you really can't find any opportunity to make something happen at the objective you want, the bottom Reggie, you can at least get those stacks in and get something started for your team in the top path here. However, Klaus coming on in, massive drill peck, picks up a KO on Alola Ninetales as this Regieleki is being chipped up right now by Team Peps, but they have to watch out for this Dodrio with the wrong amount of hats.
Nice combo there. Egg Bomb pops them up. Callie with the already charged up Wicked Blow gets a crucial knockout for them there. And what work by Potato to bait Klaus into engaging there, because really they didn't find anything with that drill peck. They're able to turn around KO, and that's a good start by Team Peps to get back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Team Peps, it was looking very, very bad for them at the start of this match. They picked up a lot in that top path. A lot of stacks, a lot of experience. Looks like they throw a Unite move, not able to take Slowbro down right there as they're trying to secure some of this wild Pokemon experience. Nice big Blizzard Avalanche combo there from Ikelis.
Yeah, of course, Potato's going to be staying in that top path, but Klaus is just going to be able to outpace them quite literally with the speed of Dodrio. Callie looking for an engage. Megu is going to be able to push them out. Boosted Auto comes through, Wicked Blow, but a Blizzard Avalanche cover by Ikelis, going to let Callie get out.
Interesting fact here, Talibobo Believers are 9-2 against Team Peps. Those are not good numbers if you're Team Peps.
That's correct. However, that is in the past. The future lies ahead of them, and they can really change that up here. Decent start as they get boxed out. Marv just able to dodge that solar beam. Just like, I'll just hit down on the D-pad. We'll go ahead and get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, really nice stuff here. Team Peps actually looking good after a rocky start to this match. We do have an objective spawning here in the bottom path, and we can see Blastoise from Team Peps moving down to this bottom path. They're going to need Caligula to make their way down here with that Urshifu if they want to secure this thing. Right now, they're getting all the experience they can as they eat a big old solar beam from Mew.
Absolutely. Marv getting some decent spacing because they are so tanky. They can play this far ahead. Somehow Megu didn't take that extra one step forward that they needed. Bubble Beam comes through, stuns up Megu, but that just opens up Toon Slim for an opportunity here. We got a Unite move repositioned with the eject button. Hydro Typhoon kicks up a couple, and we're going to be able to try and rein in some KOs. First one down is Megu as Team Peps is flipping on top of this objective. Here comes Klaus though, tries to isolate Ikelis, picks up the Blitz Assist. On the backside, we have Toon all the way in the shadows here as they try to get in. Registeel goes down to the Chandelure. Nice little look by Utah to get that done for the team, and now they just ace the entire squad, and that's the strength of the Talibobo Believers. You give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and a goal zone to boot.
Incredible stuff. They might even take a kilometer, I mean, depending, they are in the EU, right? So this is incredible stuff here from Talibobo. I have to assume what happened there was the Chandelure Unite obscured vision. They just did not know how low that objective was, so the Wicked Blow could not find its mark. Really, really amazing stuff from Talibobo there as they wipe the entire team. And you've got to be feeling, if, you know, Peps had some wind in their sails, that might have all been taken away.
Well, look, they're behind on the experience battle here, balance scale, whatever you want to say, by quite a bit. However, a catch is a good opportunity, and Wicked Blow is a great way and a great opportunity to do that. Ikelis as well in tandem. They need to start working together to see if they can get that catch to try and get some of that experience.
We have the Regieleki pushing towards the side of Team Peps right here. Nice big catch once again here in this bottom path. Huge solar beam though. Ikelis in a little bit of trouble, but no, they are going to be able to put these points in this goal, break this goal zone, get a KO right there on the Mew. And it looks like Dodrio's in some trouble right here, maybe able to make it out. However, Lapras is incredibly strong, but it does go down to a huge drill pack.
Re-engaged by Klaus was massive, and you have to give credit there to Zervis just being in the pocket, able to get them to sustain, because Klaus was very low and Callie was targeting them down. 3 KOs for the Talibobo Believers, 2 of them going over to Klaus.
And you can see Blastoise just sitting in that top path here for Team Peps. They have to deal with this Regieleki, so they were not able to support the team at that fight. However, when they all get together, we could see some magic from the side of Team Peps. They've got some incredibly powerful Pokemon.
Gee, level 15 already for Klaus. I mean, they are huge. Despite these team fights going all in the favor of Talibobo Believers, you have to look and see that Team Peps is keeping the scoreline at least close and giving themselves a chance.
Give it a little silver lining here for Team Peps. They are ahead on score. And hey, if it's level 15, that means when you KO it, that KO timer will be huge. Let's see if they're able to get a KO onto that Dodrio somewhere inside this fight. Megu maybe possibly getting caught right here.
Yeah, they're jumping on top of them. They're just see if they can convert. Just Rapid Spin Water Spout going to chase Megu down, but that's going to force all of Team Peps to pivot. And Talibobo Believers are sitting on the bottom side of the map. Marv is already chunked, half HP. Klaus might be looking for an opportunity here. Good Blizzard Avalanche catch here. He didn't get the follow-up. No, forces the jump kick over the wall. Reposition. Blastoise Unite is going to try and get in there, but slow beamed on top. They can't convert, and now they're going in deep. Utah gets the first KO, and it's on top of Potato. Is there any follow-up here? One player down, and Team Peps is getting rattled. They have no HP. 2 KOs for Utah. Where's the next one coming from? Klaus is looking for it. Klaus is getting it. Oh, humans on the chase, and they are on the run too. Callie, however, is nowhere to be found as they're hiding in the bush, and Utah gets KO'd. Callie just made themselves known, though, and Megu knows exactly where they're at, and all they have to do is call it out for the rest of the team.
Here we go. They are looking for this KO. Sends Mew up into the air. Are they able to do something here? No, Toonslim does not go down. Secured by that level 15 Dodrio. Potato is back in this central area here. Talibobo now up on score, by the way, as we have Team Peps in a very, very bad position. No Unite moves. They have their Urshifu down, and they are running out of time.
Out of time is literally the greatest commodity here for Talibobo Believers, and they want it to dwindle as quickly as possible. Rapid Spin Water Spout on the Aselgor that's been leashed out, and Klaus is just hunting down Marv, and I think this is just tough sledding for Team Peps. They're down by 84 points, but they are just not being able to take any of these fights as they're looking for an engaged Toon is trying to get a KO. Pollen Puff picks them up. They're going to be safe here as Potato literally works their way into the middle, and they're just going to press all their buttons and see if they can make some magic happen. But Spraggles, despite being children's magicians, I don't think there's enough magic on the planet to get Team Peps onto this one.
Well, here we go. Big secure attempt by Team Peps right here. It is secured by Lapras. There's only 10 seconds, though. Dodrio already scoring on the side of Talibobo Believers, putting the points in. Team Peps is running, but I don't know if there's enough time. Blastoise scores. Do they score in the bottom path? We see a 60. Did they score as well?
Oh, the Lapras points went in. That was 260 points. They were down by 84, only 100 back the other way. That might have worked. No? No shot!
Whoa!
Dude. No
Team
shot,
Peps
dude.
able to win this thing. Come on!
What an incredible start.
Well, I know everybody out there hasn't given up on them either, especially after that last game. So going into game number 2, we're starting off this draft. The bans already looking like Hoopa for Peps, but there's a little bit of discussion still on the side of Talibobo Believers. Looks like they're shifting over to that Slowbro.
Seen a lot of pink on the side of Talibobo Believers, going to be banning away the Slowbro. This will be giving Lapras directly over to Team Peps. This is as good as their selection. However, that means Talibobo Believers will be able to pick up the Eldegoss, be able to pick up the Urshifu if they want both of those selections.
That's right. Most of the time that we see Peps go for this strategy, they are the ones with the second pick, giving them that kind of double pick advantage for what they're going for. And now they're the ones who are a little bit maybe suffering for potentially giving over that Eldegoss. We do see Megu hovering over that Gengar. I am so far past expecting, yeah, there we go, that we're going to actually get it. I feel like somebody's trolling us out there, but we are going to see an incredibly strong pick from the Eldegoss and the Urshifu.
My prayers have not been answered, unfortunately. Still no Gengar. Hey, there's still a chance. There's more picks to happen. However, Urshifu and the Eldegoss makes a whole lot of sense for the Talibobo Believers. The response, though, from Team Peps, locking into the Mew and hovering over the Zoroark, really good selection. Ooh. This is a Pokemon that Klaus is truly well known for, but so is Caligula. So I'm excited to see if they can find these ever important big knockout moments. They're tough to find with Zoroark sometimes, but the early game from Caligula has looked electric. At that level 5, they are finding KOs on Pokemon that haven't evolved yet. They're finding huge KOs around these early, 7-minute fights. I'm excited to see that happen yet again.
Ooh, and the first defender locked in for Talibobo Believers is that Trevenant. That's pretty cool to see. I mean, of course, there is already Lapras gone. There's a Slowbro banned out, but hold on, a different defender. Potato going back to this pick that honestly, truly did not work the first time we saw it. Is it going to be the Goodra or the Badra?
I don't know. I'm going to have to leave that up to our resident casters to decide. I think, though, Potato has gotten a second chance at this option. A Pokemon that is incredible at healing, and I think the whole reason they are picking it is because of the Urshifu matchup that they are looking to be going into. They want to be able to out-sustain and honestly pull that Pokemon away from being in those prime positions. I mean, it's a lot to ask at a Potato. Their Blastoise has also looked amazing, and they don't have that selection this time.
Well, I think their comp overall looks so much better than the first time that they chose the Goodra. It looks like it makes a lot more sense. Also, as a final note here, we did see the Sylveon pick, of course, going to Toonslim for that classic selection at the very end, probably seeing that there are going to be some really nice juicy targets on the side of Team Peps. But now it's a very different draft as we go into game 2, so let's have our casters take it away.
Official Let Them Cook from Doob Snacks as we head into game number 2. Team Peps, your purple team. Talibobo Believers, your orange team. Team Peps has a long road ahead of them. If they want to win this grand finals, they've got to do a best of 5, beat them, and win another best of 5.
Well, they started off the right way by getting that first initial win, and sometimes the first step is the hardest. Spraggles, that's a saying. Marv chunking in tons of damage on Megu, going to be able to peel back a little bit. Ikelis's Mew has been incredibly impressive, and I'm looking for it to be a shine out star here.
It looks like they're moving forward, trying to bully Potato a little bit here. Obviously, Goodra not amazing early. Toonslim already has that level 4. Big Hyper Voice pushing towards the side of Team Peps right here.
Able to get that secure tick over to level 4 for Potato despite being in the face of a Sylveon and that Gossifleur there. Very impressive and a good start for them. Really tough sledding, but if they gotta weather this storm and get to that Goodra.
And we're going to see, it looks like Klaus moving around, coming up to the top path here, getting caught a little bit by Caligula, but not going down. The combo not finishing, jumping in for the feint combo. Still there, huge Wicked Blow.
Yeah, now caught on the backside, though. They need to complete this combination, and no, Klaus is going to make it out in the Hyper Voice with Zervis is going to sort them out, and big Wicked Blow is going to just absolutely murk a Chansey. Holy smokes, Goodra's gonna go down as well, and all of the top path for Team Peps is absolutely obliterated.
Yeah, they take down the top path once again. This is exactly what we saw at the start of last match here for Team Peps. Just Talibobo dominating early.
Dominating early indeed. 43 points in. Team Pep still looking at a goose egg here, and they weren't able to convert on a big collapse that Callie went for on Klaus. Another wild Pokemon sealed up for Klaus as they're trying to peel back. Zervis is going to be able to keep them well sustained with these pollen puffs, and really Team Peps can't even put pressure on.
Yeah, take a look at that. Already level 7. Jumping on in here possibly for another combo. Might have to just back out here as their health is getting a little low. Toonslim getting chipped a little bit by that Electro Ball. Zervis is chasing down Human. It does have that red buff, but it looks like they are just going to push them back, and no one is going to get KO'd in this little skirmish.
Yeah, Klaus peeled down to look for an opportunity here, but is now content in reeling back. And this bottom path going fairly well here for Tally. Already have Megu onto the Trevenant, and Utah level 6, keeping pace is exactly where you want them to be. But Eldegoss Zervis gets taken out very quickly. We're going to see if we can get a follow-up on Klaus here as Callie goes deep to pick up the berry, and they're going to go for a score. Hyper Voice comes through, but tons of damage getting rained in. Klaus actually misses with the Wicked Blow. This is a great opportunity. Sliggoo, Potato getting one for themselves here as Toon uses their Unite move to get back into the middle. We're going to see if they can Hyper Voice through Callie to get that support here. Zervis is offering all the sustain that Toonslim can handle and gets that KO for themselves.
Big play there from Talibobo, but Potato right back in this thing, already level 7, and they were way behind. However, Toonslim at level 9 right now. If we head down to our bottom path here, we can see that Reg Ice is here. Right now, only Marv has shown up from Team Peps as Utah is starting this with the Avalanche Blizzard combos.
Yeah, Marv going to have to look to make a play here. Now that Callie's in the pocket, they've got a real opportunity. Bubble Beam's going to space out Megu. Megu moves around. Callie gets some damage in. Well secured by Ikelis, and now the rest of the team just needs to peel back. Don't overstay your welcome here. They're getting bullied a little bit early, Spraggles, so don't overextend that and give away that advantage you just picked up.
Yeah, Ikelis once again just making some big plays on this Mew, as we can see multiple members of each team racing to this top path for a possible fight at Regieleki. It is under half right now as Toonslim is just chipping in damage with a Hyper Voice and a massive secure for the side of Talibobo. The Wicked Blow doesn't quite get it, but they've got a little extra damage there.
Of course, Power Whip does not reel in Klaus here, so Ikelis can maybe get some follow-up KO damage there. But they're going to Power Whip the Regieleki into the corner and be able to just shelled that in. Utah and Klaus looking for an opportunity, and they want to engage, and look at that, pushing through and trying to get Ickless, but they're just able to make it out. Bliss Assistance comes through. Callie's down. Potato is on the chopping block, and they get buckled as well. A nice little surf for spacing, pushing out Utah. This Reggie Alecki is close to hitting, but an egg bomb's going to push it back. Can they at least keep that thing from hitting? No. What a push by Talibobo Believers. It goes in, and a KO streak of 2 for Klaus, and Callie jumping in and getting a credit for a KO for themselves, but Tally really getting the better of that whole exchange.
Yeah, without question. Picking up a few big KOs and also being able to secure that top goal zone with a decent overcap. Callie in a whole lot of trouble here in this flux zone on the side of Talibobo Believers. Once again, the start of this match looking about like the start of last match. Talibobo in control here.
Yeah, they're looking great early. They're finding the picks they want, and Callie, unfortunately, not able to really close the door on some of the engagements they've gone for. That being said, Marv and Ickless, real shining stars here, making sure they're maintaining this bottom path, so at least they have a bright spot that they can build from.
Look at Toon Slim staying in this top path, level 11 already, and just being able to solo up here, continue to gain experience, continue to score. He's putting in 40 points into this tier 2 right now.
Marv blocked off by the Avalanche Blizzard combo, and of course Megu went for a little wood hammer action to stun them down. Marv's looking for an opportunity on top of this Urshifu. Can they convert on it? No, they can't. Klaus is quickly picked up by Zervis. Zervis always there to make sure the team doesn't go down. Big time Unite by the Trevenant right in the middle. Catches 2 with a huge Horn Leash push of all 3. Now we have a Hyper Voice follow-up on top of Marv. Marv is getting shelled with damage. Blizzard Avalanche combo back the other way. 2 players down for Team Peps, and Talibobo Believers are going to take this Reg Ice and are looking to take this goal zone too. Spraggles as just a paltry surf by Ickless, and Human's going to be forced to reel. Another goal zone is gone.
Another goal zone gone, 50 points to 242. Every fight going the way of Talibobo Believers. This is not looking good here for Team Peps. And Team Peps this time does not have this Urshifu, does not have this amazing secure. Look, they've still got the Mew, which did really well for them last time, but they are in a lot of trouble right here. Marv trying to get away from a bad situation, but getting KO'd.
Getting KO'd, and to get an overdunk of 2 points there, Spragos, just to get something on the board here. So if they do get this Reggie Alecki, it can go a little bit further down the map, but they are getting just spaced out so well by Tally. It's looking incredibly impressive. Potato's going to be the Lone Ranger out here trying to make something go for Team Peps right now, as they're not finding a lot of footing anywhere.
Well, we do have the Unite move coming out from the Gudra right here, so it is going to have incredible sustain as it tries to push up into the face of multiple members of Talibobo, not able to stop them, not able to pick up a KO, and getting KO'd themselves.
Meanwhile, I'm taking a look here. We have a reset by Callie as they're looking to keep this push from happening. Nice little ride for Marv to bring in Ickless just to get KO'd, absolutely buckled. And there goes Callie as well. Humans there, but they're a bit late with those soft boils. Not going to be able to save anybody. And look at that Blizzard Avalanche combo with the Klaus follow-up. KO streak of 3 for them. They're looking for Marv. Can they get Marv? Bang! Utah getting credit for that 4th one. 4 players down. Ickless is just too late here. And they're going to get a huge overdunk of 47 points.
Jeez, 127, 395. Amazing fight for Talibobo. Things are looking very bleak for Team Peps right now. Level-wise, it's just an absolute disaster for Team Peps. Score-wise, it's an absolute disaster. You know what? I'd say right now, things are an absolute disaster overall for Team Peps. They need a massive win in this fight, as Callie getting caught a little bit right there.
It needs to be a massive win and an incredibly clean one, because they're going to need shields on all their players to go score here. The big difference between Game 2 and Game 1 was the scoreline was much closer in Game 1 than it is here in Game 2. Over 270-ish points separating these two teams. Big Solar Beam chips Megu, though, and they've got an opportunity. They've got to chase down, and they've got Marv. No front line for this Team Peps as they're looking to make something happen, and it's just not looking great for them as Talibobo is already working on Rayquaza.
Yeah, it looks like Talibobo is deciding to take Rayquaza down, just even thinking, hey, even if they get the shields, I bet we could stop them right here, and it doesn't matter because we are able to secure this objective. I mean, this was just a massive win here for Talibobo, and it wasn't particularly close.
Now they're moving through like a rolling knockout machine. All 5 players were moving together and just lining up the Team Peps pins and knocking them down one at a time. And now they're just going to be able to rein in some hundo burgers. It's getting late. It's dinner time. Might as well start eating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I absolutely think that's what Talibobo is doing right now. They are feasting on Team Peps. A really unfortunate game number 2 for them. Obviously, they need to beat them in a best of 5. Beat them again in a best of 5. It's really tough. Only one team's even been able to do it all season, and that was Nouns Esports.
Megu still with their shield. They're going in just to get more points in here. Make sure that there's no doubt in anyone's mind the amount of points that they're putting in and the margin by which they're going to win. Toonslim very content sitting on this goal zone here as Callie picks up a Bliss assist, gets 30 points in, so the gap has now shrunk by 400. So got a little bit more work to do, and I don't think 20 seconds is enough to get it done.
Crazier things have happened. No, of course, there's no way that this match can turn around right now. We are just watching these players have a little bit of fun if you're on Talibobo, and have a little bit of, oh boy, what are we gonna do next match? If you're on the side of Team Peps, boy, oh boy, what a stomp from the EU champs here. I mean, Talibobo looking fantastic. I'm going to send it over to Zoinks and Wonderchef here to break that match down. Gentlemen.
I feel like it's really interesting that Klaus and Caligula play a lot of the same Pokemon in a lot of the same way, as far as just how they work with their team. And I feel like it really is based on who of them gets which Pokemon. And in fact, we're kind of getting rid of all the Pokemon that these players play. Thank you, teams.
Yeah, they're explaining it perfectly for you. This is amazing. Urshifu from Talibobo Believers and a Zoroark ban from Team Peps. This means that we have both incredible supports available for selection. Of course, Lapras and Slowbro also available for selection. It seems like a lot of top-tier support and defenders are going to be within our match. What kind of speedster attackers are we going to see? I'm expecting a Dodrio, but which side does it end up on?
All right, well, we do, in fact, see the Slowbro first picked. Is there a chance? Are we not going to see a Lapras in the first 2 picks? I mean, hey, listen, Lapras has been really strong. Okay, there it is. Potato going to be picking it up, and Human picking up that Hoopa. Very, very solid. Yeah, that Eldegoss probably going to be locked in at some point. And there we go. You got your question answered, at least partially, as we're going to see the Dodrio picked up by Klaus.
All right, now let's see where the draft goes, because we got all the must picks out of the way. So where does Team Peps go from this point on? Ikelis has been getting this Mew every single time, and I don't think this is the time to change it up. If I'm Ikelis, oh, we're going back to the Alolan Ninetales. Okay, very interesting. I think into Slowbro in the early game, this could be really solid. Snorlax, Alolan Ninetales, a very solid path early.
Just kidding.
Let's pick Mew instead, actually.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think either one from Ikelis has been absolute. You mentioned an MVP of the tournament type performance. Ikelis has been MVP of the tournament for me, probably on both of them.
Wow.
But that is, of course, going to allow the Alolan Ninetales to potentially be picked up on the other side as Utah and Toonslim are locking in their picks. It does look like the Alolan Ninetales is there, and Utah trying once again to be that best Chandelure.
I like that. I honestly think it was Chandelure or Sylveon. One of those 2 options would have been the best selections there. Sylveon, a great tank shredder, and Lapras and Snorlax being selected by Team Peps means that it would be a solid option. Now, the final selection for Team Peps is going to be interesting. We are hovering the Talonflame, and we finally get it. I actually think this is a fantastic decision from Team Peps. We have not seen the Talonflame, which has been kind of a mainstay of Europe in the past couple of months, and it just vanished for this tournament. I am excited to see it. Alolan Ninetales usually not selecting the mobility options of the Aurora Veil. They're not going to have a lot of good things to dodge with. And Chandelure kind of the same way. Let's see if Callie can make this Talonflame work.
Oh yeah, that Chandelure is going to have to watch its head. That is going to be a very scary situation. I'm so excited to see this. We've seen so many of, for example, like the defenders and the supports go down to these tertiary or even whatever for that word is picks. But the speedsters very rarely until we get to this situation.
Well, here we go. Game number 3, Talibobo Believers, Team Peps. Obviously, Team Peps coming from our losers bracket, and they've got a ways to go if they want to win this whole thing. Tied up here, Talibobo with a dominant game 2. That was just, you know, it's tough to watch. It was fun to watch, probably because you guys are here being you, right? But just, you know, tough to watch for Team Peps fans.
Yeah, again, Team Peps need to bounce back. They've been doing it all day, right? Having tough losses, you know, where they haven't scored any points or Potato had a huge off game or anything like that, but they've bounced back and showed that they are resilient and they are here to play and win. So I don't expect anything different here, and I really think that the Talonflame is going to be a key because it has so many good targets on the side of the Believers.
You know, one thing I really do love about their draft is Potato on Lapras. This feels like a super strong choice for them. We're going to see how they're able to take advantage of this first fight. See Klaus running, grabbing these speed berries, heading up to our top path right here. Just doing a little spin, keeping that sprint gauge up, diving on in with a huge drill peck right here. Callie in a little bit of trouble, taking the portal home.
Yeah, human perfect timing on that, right? Laying it down actually before it's going to be needed, knowing that Talonflame does take crops of damage when it does engage, so making sure that it always has a quick way out.
And here we go. We can see Talonflame heading back to the central area. Litwick on the side of Talibobo heading to the central area so it can evolve, and it does.
Human working through, actually picking up that Bunnelby, which is great. A nice Astonish stun on top of them. Potato leveling up, level 5, doesn't have to hit those evolutionary power spikes for themselves, which is good. Able to put some good pressure on top of Klaus, watching where they go to see if they can get a catch here. Not quite yet, as Zervis is there for the support.
Dodrio obviously extremely mobile, but you know, this hyperspace hole with a Lapras is pretty incredible. Already so difficult to take this Pokemon down, and then it just gets the head on home. Big fly onto Toonslim. This is what we were talking about right here. Having to disengage, waiting for the cooldown to come back up, using this portal to heal right now, coming right back, and it can take to the air in just 1 second, and it does, but it misses Utao.
It does miss Utao. Another hyperspace hole put, nice little dart through. Can it trail? Oh, nice surf pickup KO by Megu there. It would have been so nice, of course, if Callie could have gotten out of there. Meanwhile, they're at least making something happen. Marv going to get some points in and getting absolutely sandwiched between a wave and an iceberg there. Gets KO'd by a fire.
Jeez, that felt pretty mean as we see Potato in this top path. That water pulse going to be trouble for Dodrio. It wants to come in with a drill peck right here, but its health might be too low as Talonflame not heading to the bottom path here for Team Peps. They sit to top.
Yeah, and a good siege opportunity for Tally as they are putting good pressure on. We're just chipping in, making sure we're getting good spacing from Peps. I'm trying to keep a good eye on what's going on upstairs. And it looks like they're just trying to corral the Dodrio a little bit as Zervis is willing to leash this Regice towards them. Marv steps up because they're a tank. The Regice goes and trends in their direction, gets itself a little reset here, and Tally's looking to rip this thing.
Yeah, Tally heading down here. 4 members of Talibobo in this bottom path, looking to get a secure. Eichel's just waiting for this right here. Obviously, we have the solar beam. Talibobo believers know about it, and they are able to take this secure. Very close, though.
Eichel's just a little late and wasn't able to get the range that they needed to make a move here. But now we're sieging this goal zone, but Callie is looking for a backside attack. They take to the skies, they crash land, they chip into Toon. We've got the invisibility from you with the follow-up, but Utao's flipping the script on them, burning them down, and we're eating chicken. If you're going to be on fire, I'll burn it down too. They're flipping the script here and moving, trying to catch the reset. Eichel's can't get out. Human couldn't save them. Now it's just Marvin Human on this goal zone, trying to make something happen, picking up a berry, but I mean, there are 4 players from Talibobo sieging this thing.
Yeah, Team Peps just getting pushed around here in the bottom path. Big score there from Utah, securing the objective, picking up some massive KOs. Human barely getting out of this situation as they're now moving through the central area. Good heads up play by Marv right there, recognizing that they were coming in to take their wild Pokemon and able to take that buff away from Utah.
Callie going to take a buff for themselves on the opposite side of the map. They just got to make sure they can retreat, but no. Toonslim was able to kind of stun them down. Callie, though, ever maneuverability, going to move through, going to dart through, and they can take to the skies to maybe escape.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. They're going for a big Unite move. Unite moved right back from Toonslim, and it looks like the bully has become the bullied. Yeah, that's right.
The patented flame sweep into a wall and then getting KO'd by the Unite, the Snow Globe Unite right back the other way. That is something I've done more than I care to admit with Talonflame. As we're moving forward here, Team Peps is starting to work on Regieleki, and it's something that they're never really afraid to get moving early just to see how the other team reacts. And right now, Talibobo is looking for a fight, and they're looking for a catch as Toon is spacing out in a great way. Regieleki's at 50%, and Marv is trying to buy some space. They actually get caught in the imprison, and it's sealed up by Toonslim, sending into the face of Peps, 2 players down, and all there were caught up in all the moves that were thrown. KO streak of 2 for Toon.
And man, it really seemed like this Talonflame would be able to do some incredible work into something like an Alolan Ninetales, but the exact opposite has been the case. While all that was happening, we had Megu scoring in the bottom path right here, 255 to 65. Once again, Talibobo Believers dominating the start of this match.
I mean, Alolan Ninetales is playing so strong. Toon Slim looks great. They are really leveling up here in this game 3, putting the team on their back. Yes, they got caught out there, but look at all the resources Team Peps had to put into getting that KO specifically. In the meantime, at least they're getting some points and trying to bring this score lead within 150.
Yeah, they're powering themselves up in that top path, making sure that they can stack their attack weight on that Talonflame. The 4-minute mark of this match, we're more than halfway through it. Talibobo looking fantastic so far. Score way up over 100 points, and level-wise looking great too. They've got the highest level on the match, that level 13 Dodrio, and it secures a big old Registeel.
And here's the Tally Believers to keep this thing from going. And look at the slow beam, keeps them from being able to go back through the human portal. And humans just forced to bail, like, I can't help you any more than that. Chief Cali going for a quick score themselves as they are finally level 12 and able to take some buffs, at least away from Talibobo's side of the map. But look at that score, Spraggles. They shrunk that lead to about 60.
Yeah, very, very good stuff here from Team Peps, and they need to be in a position like this. Huge Unite move from Dodrio, picking up a big KO. Just feels like every time Team Peps run into Talibobo, things are going very, very poorly for a nice big double KO. Mew goes down. Looks like Caligola jumping on in there to see if they can stop something, but they are not. Toon Slim pushing this Lapras around, and now Team Peps still, shortening that lead. Now 255-203.
Yeah, the lead is shrinking on the scoreboard, but the experience difference is cartoonish. I mean, you already have Klaus at a level 14. Of course, Utal's at 13, really eclipsing anything going on the side of Team Peps. Cali needs to at least match their level if they want to be able to have any sort of successful engagement.
Here we go. Regieleki walking towards Team Peps. This is not good. We're at the 2-minute 20-second mark. They want to get rid of this very, very quickly. At the same time, they need to be scoring because they are still behind. Although they have, again, scored, and it's getting closer and closer. Cali making it out somehow away from every single member of Talibobo.
That is crucial because if they get caught there, their respawn timer goes into Rayquaza, and then Team Peps is missing one of their key pieces that they selected specifically for this matchup here. But it really looks like Cali's going on a scoring mission here as they are dipping through the bottom part of the map.
Here we can see Marv getting caught a little bit by the Chandelure, but none of the damage taken right there. But they know where that Pokemon is, as Talonflame almost evens this thing up. 255, 254, 1 point separating these teams. And obviously that must be very frustrating here for Talibobo. Is this Dodrio is possibly in a lot of trouble? Nope, call an ambulance, but not for me, turning it right around and picking up a KO.
Zervis there just in time to support Klaus as they can't get any more damage in, and that would have been the catch that Peps needed there. Unfortunately, not able to actually cash that in. Ikelas getting a KO on Toon early is good. 15-second timer left there for them, but where else is the other engagement that they need? Well, look at this. Ikelas is going to score. Nobody's there. That's going to be a Hundo Banger going in. Hundo Burger eating in the middle of the game. You're not supposed to eat in the middle of the game, Spraggles. What's going on here? As nobody's able to catch the reset, Marv doesn't want to go through the portal. That's a huge sign of where they are, but Team Peps has a huge lead.
Yeah, Team Peps is ahead by over 100 points right now. However, Mew is going down. Hoopa is back, so it can bring the team through with its Unite move, but it might be too little too late as Talibobo is pushing on them. Chandelure, however, goes down. 2 members of Team Peps down. 1 member of Talibobo is there pushing, looking for this Dodrio, and they catch it. They catch 2.
Oh man, that big time fly KO streak of 3, and that's exactly what I was talking about. You were looking for opportunities. Caligoli just found one, and you don't need to do much. You just need to get the best ones, and Cali making that Talonflame look good. Oh man, aviator goggles on, coming in hot. I love to see it. Now Marv is bullying Megu. They're trying to score. There's 20 seconds left, and there's nothing but confusion of what's going on, and now they get to just play some defense. They don't even need to care about Rayquaza. Spraggles, Team Peps, baby.
What a match for Team Peps. Once again, they can find their way. They can go the distance. Team Peps on their Hercules arc. I'm not dropping it. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to keep saying it. Incredible stuff from Team Peps here in game number 3. Wow.
Let's get it to the desk. I want to hear them talking about this. Zoinks was gassing up the Talonflame pick. I agreed wholeheartedly, and look at that.
The team Peps needs to win yet another game if they want to reset this bracket. Already hovering a ban of the Zoroark is Team Peps, and Talibobo Believers, a little bit of a split decision on their side.
Oh, but Pip's actually making the quick switch over as soon as you said that. Looks like the Hoopa may be disappearing this time, and we might get a very different ban strategy from both sides as we're barely switching in time to get that guaranteed Slowbro ban. So a very, very different draft is going to happen than the last game as those speedsters are all in play.
All right, Team Peps, whatever. Let's see what Talibobo Believers is going to pick for their next two picks, as I have to imagine Lapras is going to be locked in just a couple of moments. Talibobo Believers now probably going to have their choice of Eldegoss and Urshifu, unless Team Peps switches it up and grabs that first pick of the Urshifu.
I actually love this. I feel like the Urshifu, I mentioned before, Klaus and Caligula playing a lot of the same Pokemon here. It comes down to so much like what they can get, and that Urshifu in particular has just been so important in so many of these games. And on top of that, look, they could actually potentially steal something else away, as I mean, they do of course not get that Lapras, but hey, maybe they just don't need it.
Call me the contrarian in this room. A lot of cheering for this Urshifu. I would have liked Lapras. Caligula Zoroark has also looked amazing. I would rather them just kind of fall back on maybe the one tier lower pick, but at least they still got the Ikelas and a Blissey. It can be the first time or maybe second time we have seen human on Blissey in this tournament so far. Talibobo Believers is going to get the Zoroark though, and Klaus Zoroark is such a fearsome threat. I mean, it can take over a game single-handedly, and with a star-studded talent roster like theirs, they don't even need to.
Well, this is a tough decision now. Potato going over that Blastoise, but we already see Toon Slim on that absolutely incredible Sylveon. And if you're going to pick this double defender, those are some amazing targets. This is like an entire team of amazing Hyper Voice targets.
Yeah, you literally picked that into the Sylveon. That Buzzwole still available for these teams. I'm actually shocked Potato not grabbing the Buzzwole with that final selection. Let's see where Utah decides to go. I'm imagining a little bit of range. Chandelure still available, or the Delphox being selected. I think when Utah was truly becoming a very popular player in the Unite Championship Series, this was that first pick that really put them on the map. I'm excited to see kind of an iconic Pokemon from Utah here in game number 4. As yeah, that's right, Talibobo Believers down in our grand finals.
That's right. Well, reminder, if Peps wins this, the bracket is reset. They go back to even. But I mean, these have been difficult games on both sides so far. I don't even know how this is happening. We've got some great comfort picks on the side of Peps, but also a comp that might be tough to run, especially against this Sylveon. There's really only one way to find out, but the Lapras as well is going to be a gigantic change.
I've got to assume we're looking for the Snorlax to kind of give you a little bit of displacement, obviously, and then Blastoise to give you a little bit of rip with that rapid spin so that you can get the secures there from Caligula. But we're going to have to see what they can do here heading into game number 4. Team Peps up right now. If they win, they reset this bracket.
Yeah, they're up 2-1 Talibobo. They don't want this to keep going, right? There's no way. However, Talibobo, with the time they did win in a bracket reset against Nouns earlier this season, they said, look, we knew we had 2 best ofs to work through our options here, and we knew all we need to do is win one of them, so let's not get too frazzled. So I can't imagine that the ice-veined Talibobo Believers are feeling too frazzled right now.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to worry too much if they do get a bracket reset right here. But of course, anyone just wants to shut this thing down, take your first place winnings, take your title as the best in the EU, and head home. As we can see Klaus heading up to this top path right here with their Zoroark. Big combo coming in, but they just get absolutely demolished right there. It looks like they are almost going down. Can't believe they make it out, and somehow they turn it right around. No way, Talibobo.
Absolutely ridiculous here as they get a KO streak of 2. So now Klaus is even bigger. Zervis getting one for themselves. Double O Nation wins their regional finals to advance to Worlds.
Congratulations to Mazo and the crew at 00 Nation. That'll be very exciting to see them at Worlds for sure. Because right now we are seeing which one of these two teams that are definitely going to Worlds is going to win this thing for the EU region. Megu in a little bit of trouble here. They are jumping on in and they do pick up that KO.
Crucial KO there just to get that follow-up, make sure that they get that confidence built a little bit. And even though it went over to Mew there, that's fine. If you just want to get that nice little pickup for Potato too. Now Toonslim's on the retreat here as they're getting bullied a little bit at half HP, and Callie's able to take everything in the middle. So Team Peps not getting too jarred by that first push and finding their way back into it.
Well, you know, I just want to point out the importance of some of these comeback mechanics on the side of Team Peps. That was a level 4 Squirtle. It picks up a KO on a higher level enemy and boom, instantly we have a level 6 Wartortle on the field. That is massive for Team Peps. So you have to watch out. When you're ahead, of course you want to dance around and KO everybody right on their goal zone, but you can give up so much if you push too far.
That's without a doubt. Now we're coming through and with a squaring up 3-on-3 here, 4-on-3 in the bottom path as Team Peps just tries to get some Swablu and Altaria and they play back to their side. We're going to see Klaus go to the middle, pick up some buffs here, while who else but Potato and Toon are squaring off in the top path.
Potato and Toon going at it in the top path. I think it's going to be pretty hard for Potato up there as a Wartortle, but we will have to see. Nice stuff here from Klaus, pushing Marv out of this fight as Regice is being started by Talibobo.
Nice Unite move here by Ikelis to go in. They're going to try and line up a Surf. No, Zervis actually takes it out from underneath of Ikelis. They're going to peel back a little bit. Callie's a little bit late to make an impact here, so what do? You just reset, step back.
Here, Worlds qualifier. True qualifies for the second spot to Worlds by championship points in Brazil.
Congratulations to True as well. Two teams that have really been on the top of that region all season long here. Callie looking for a wicked blow. They pick up a soft-boiled egg. They do tons of damage. And now, the illusion resets and they can't land the KO. And now Klaus can keep moving a little bit. Humans just sending as many mitts into the face of Klaus as possible, but they use their Unite move to get a little bit of shields and retreat.
No way. Klaus is back right here. In what world? In what world? Missing the combo!
Oh, Callie with a heck of a follow-up. They go straight from the KO streak of 3 to the Talon Flame and said, I'll do it on my Urshifu too. Let's go. And their health bar was non-existent, Sprangles.
Wow, really impressive stuff. Like the Bliss assistance coming out here onto Caligola. And I mean, I gotta say, that's a moment I was just talking about. If you really push your advantage, you could get in some trouble. And Klaus got in some trouble, gave up a massive KO over to the side of Team Peps.
What a great look there by Callie. And of course that Bliss assistance to make sure Human doesn't get KO'd. But what it allowed it to do was also for Callie to get more points in and get their HP score up a little bit, their HP bar up. Then they sacrificed themselves so Hugo could get out. This Regieleki is getting shredded here. Klaus sealing it up for the team, and now it's walking toward Team's Pep.
Yeah, nice feint combo, able to secure that for the side of Talibobo. And we're going to see how much they want to fight right here and put some points in this top path goal as they are using their Unite moves, pushing them around. Eldegoss up into the sky, seeing if they can get something done. Big Unite move coming right back the other way from Potato. And they are continuing this defense. Zervis in a lot of trouble right here. Zervis, no, somehow making it out. They might not be able to secure this. Never mind. Big boosted from Ikelis.
Yeah, the big boosted follows up, and what that allowed is everybody else to peel back towards the goal zone here. Toon is going to try and hold this down, but they're just going to take 2 quick chops to the face and get KO'd. What's a legendary Pokemon to Caligola's Urshifu? Nothing.
There we go. Utah in this bottom path, just continuing to get experience. We haven't seen Utah in a minute right here. They have just been gathering as much experience from wild Pokemon as they can, so they are strong for these next big fights. Another objective goes right on over to Talibobo Believers, but for the first time in a long time, they're behind on score.
Yeah, and these KOs keep raining in for Caligola. They're getting absolutely massive. Yes, they are level 12. They're the highest level on the map, but everybody else on Team Peps is lagging behind a little bit. Tally needs to stop feeding into this team while they can get this Snorlax and Blissey back online. Ikelis goes down here, level 11 for them as they're trying to keep pace, but I'm glad to see Potato also sitting at 11.
Yeah, we can see Potato up here in this top path, just watching this goal here as Toonslim tries to push towards it right here. Big Unite move from the Lappers. They are moving in. They want to take down on Marv right here and take this goal. We have the Slowbro Unite move, but they are standing in that Delphox with the Bliss assistance to keep them healthy and continue the fight.
Here comes Iclus with their Unite move. They're going to look for an opportunity. Big time block, pushing forward after the Bliss assistance picks them up. Klaus is solo. Human and Marv are actually going crazy here. Yes, Human just went down, but that's not the target they want. They're going to follow up KO up on Utah here as they're going to keep it going. Lapras Megu is full HP, and that's really where the key to success here is going to be for Talibobo Believers on this siege if they're going to make it happen. Cali not afraid to go back in, or they're looking for an opportunity. Wicked Blow is charged up. They hit it right into Megu, but they're so low that Eldegoss is able to get that KO.
And this is really tough here, obviously. This could be a massive overdunk if they're able to get the points in for Klaus. Somehow Klaus once again living on a prayer. Just a sliver right there and having to run away from a huge solar beam. Jeez.
Meanwhile, up top, we've got a little bit of action, and it's, of course, Potato and that Sylveon moving through. Potato gets the better of the exchange on Toon. A nice push to isolate Zervis. Let's see if they can get the follow-up KO here. Meanwhile, Megu and Klaus are just getting all the experience in the middle, and I think that's a sacrifice that Zervis is willing to make. Holy smokes, they're going to make it out. Megu is playing great on this Lapras in this true tank defender role, protecting the team.
And look at this here. We're at the 2-minute 30-second mark. It has been non-stop back and forth fighting between these two teams. We've got a level 14 on the side of Talibobo Believers. That is that Zoroark that's just been absolutely unbelievable here. I just can't believe how many situations they've been able to get out of with almost 0 HP.
I know, it's incredibly impressive here. However, Klaus has hit level 14, taking back that level lead. Cali cannot get caught out here because he is truly what Team Peps needs in this final fight. Megu getting some good spacing, though, as that Regieleki is still trying to be dealt with by Toon.
Yeah, Team Peps ahead right now, 163 to 125, so they don't need to be the team to make something happen here, but we have tier 1 goals in the bottom path for both of these teams. Here comes Klaus moving on in here with a big combo, and they're looking to take this engage.
Yeah, Human's just trying to get away here, but Klaus is being relentless. They're trying to get the follow-up. Oh, they get the collateral on Iclus. They weren't even going for Iclus. They're going for Human, and they get the KO there. Marv is trying to escape as all the Talibobo Believers are on the downside. Big Wicked Blow comes through, but no KOs are found. Meanwhile, Klaus is still going to work. Human is there on the chase, and the rest of the Talibobo Believers are ready to get into the middle. There's 2 players down. Are they going to start ripping this thing? That's the big time question. Meanwhile, Toon up top is working through Potato. Potato's trying to get into the action. Human's just sitting out. Egg Bomb's a little early. Can they get another follow-up? Blizzard's in the middle, and Klaus seals it up for the Talibobo Believers. Now they need to just make that score happen. There's 2 players down already for Peps, and this should be easy work for the Believers here. And because why? Ducket time.
Ducket time, baby, as the Talibobo Believers are up now 225, 163. The points continue to rain in. We have Eldegoss scoring 80 here in the bottom path. That brings them up to 305. They need to break some shields right here. It's going to be really hard to stop Megu. So much HP as they score another 100 points. They are way up with only 35 seconds left, and they still have shields on them. Here comes Toon Slim with a massive shield, putting in some points right here, and it looks like Talibobo is going to take game number 4.
Talibobo taking it in the end in a pretty convincing fashion, but that mid game by Team Peps looked incredibly solid. Cali was kind of coming unglued, getting tons of KOs here, became the biggest Pokemon on the map, and however, Klaus able to find the opportunities, find some KOs, find some experience, and take that back over and lead the charge with some good early Rayquaza fight KOs.
I mean, yeah, Klaus was amazing, sneaking in like an assassin into that backline. Somehow, it was, performing a combo onto Blissey, bounces right off onto Mew, picks up a huge KO on Iclus. Great fight here from Talibobo, tying this whole thing up.
Talibobo Believers in that first pick position here in our game number 5 of our grand finals. Team Peps with a chance to reset. Talibobo Believers wanting to hold on to the victory. Repeat bans.
Repeat bans going after those specific players once again. But again, Talibobo Believers, if they win this, they are your champions. If Peps win this, we are in for an even longer road. But I think Peps has already proven themselves regardless of what happens. And once again, Talibobo Believers putting that ultimate value on that Megu Slowbro.
Yeah, especially after a very good performance on Lapras just a game ago. But we're going to send the Lapras over to Team Peps. Last time we saw it on their roster, it was played by Potato within that top path. Now, Spraggles really enjoyed it. I think it's a good setup for their roster and how they like to play the macro of the game. they're totally fine leaving Potato up there as long as Potato feels comfortable to level up and scale and then eventually show up to make a big splash on the competition.
All right, so now that we see the pick of the Dodrio on the side of Talibobo Believers, I'm curious what Team Peps is going to choose in the end, and there it is, the Buzzwole finally coming in for Peps.
Dreams do come true. Team Peps has the magic to grant Zoinks' wishes. Finally, Buzzwole is on the side of Team Peps. Now, Talibobo Believers has grabbed the Dodrio. What do Utah and Toon want to play? Looks like we're looking towards a Sylveon. That one is locked in, and now it is going to be joined by the Alolan Ninetales. Utah has played this once in this series already, and they did win that game pretty handedly. So the Alolan Ninetales, again, that consistent damage dealer for this matchup.
That is a pretty, I mean, you can never really go wrong with that, but last pick, we're going back. We've got a Buzzwole and Talonflame comp in Game 5 of Grand Finals of the highest stakes European tournament to date. This is incredible. Peps has no fear as a team.
No, absolutely not. And why would you? You have pushed one of the best team in the entire world to the brink right now in this first stage of the Grand Finals. This is a win and get a chance to double your money, by the way. $10,000 to second, $20,000 to first. I mean, Team Peps is putting it all on the line for this gigantic match ahead of them.
And here we go. Team Peps trying to take down the Titans, Talibobo Believers. If Tally wins this, they are our regional finals champion, taking home the big prize, $20,000. If Team Peps wins this, we get a bracket reset. We're doing this whole thing over again, and they've got to beat them once more.
Marv playing far forward, Ikelis in their pocket as usual. Human's going to try and play the game of their career here and really help Potato take over. This is going to be awesome. I love this for a Game 5. Fun fact, some bugs are fuzzy. Weird.
Some bugs are pretty fuzzy, that's right. Interesting fact, the winner of the regional finals will receive $20,000. You know, I'd like to consider myself the winner of the regional finals.
Yeah, you know, put our name on that list. I think that's how that works. As Marv is
put it up to a vote. What does the chat think?
Yo, wow. They already voted to give you a raise while dumpstering the rest of us, so maybe you can spread the love a little bit. Klaus coming through, making sure nobody rips back through the portal. Team Peps looking pretty decent in the early part of the game. They're a little bit behind on levels, but I'm surprised that this Gossifleur is still standing as is. Service is not caught in that mode too often.
You know, one pick I really like from the side of Talibobo was the Alolan Ninetales. I think originally they were hovering that Espeon, but they giving each other a little, hey, I see you, you see me, yeah, I see you. So my plan is to take this. Yeah, my plan's actually to take this too, so we're just gonna have to see kind of who gets it right here, maybe do a little dancing, and then, okay, I gotta run. Pretty fun, okay? I know it's an important moment here, but it's also some great sportsmanship between these two amazing teams for the EU region, who are both going to Worlds.
Yeah, you have to give credit to the communication there. Callie called for Human to come down. Obviously, great spacing tools with that Astonish out of the Hoopa. The ability to not only secure objectives, but stun the opposing team. Human catches their own portal, is able to get out of dodge here. Potato, on the other hand, is the one that's going to be responsible for guarding this goal zone, and they get KO'd for the KO.
Very, very close right there. Almost getting the KO on Toon. Caligola looking pretty good. Level 7, they have unlocked Fly as Utah moves down to the bottom path right here. Obviously, Fly, such a huge counter to so many things your opponents can dish out at you because you literally fly above the battlefield. You are invulnerable, and then you can land on them with one of the biggest pops of damage in the game.
Yeah, here we go. We got Potato going for the starting position and a dart through Callie, and you want it to look good. There's a KO. There's a couple of them, in fact, and that's what I was going to say. Potato's the starting pitcher. Callie's the closer for this team. That's a 1-2 punch that they're going to be looking to execute all time or for all day long. Klaus getting land on. Can we boost through? Just barely making it out, getting baited into the Hyper Boys, and might get KO'd back the other way. The chase is on. Nice little bop by Human to make sure that Callie makes it out, and Team Peps is playing very crisp.
And now Talonflame actually going through that hyperspace hole. They can come right back up here and start this fight once again. But no, getting caught by a massive drill back, coming right down, picking up a KO, having to unite to survive, but actually coming back and KOing the other No way! Team Peps is here to win this thing.
Let's go, Cali Talonflame. Do you believe? I certainly do now. Regirock's at half HP, but guess who's hanging in the wings? It's Ickless. They've got their Unite move, which means they can move in with it, and they can try and secure it for the team. So is Potato to cause some static. It's Ickless again. Team Peps wants this in a bad way. Can we get a reset for Potato? Oh, of course they make it through. Team Peps, Spraggles. Oh, come on. Game 5. Grand Finals. Let's go.
This is incredible right now from Team Peps as they are dominating the start of this match and making it look easy somehow against Talibobo Believers. But obviously, Talibobo just needs one. Team Peps needs a ton. We can only deal with the match right in front of us, and right now Team Pep is looking great.
They really are. They're all putting it out on the line, doing their roles well. Stepping in front of that Blizzard Avalanche combo was Marv, so Ickless doesn't get hit, and then Ickless just lands a solar beam. I mean, you can't hide from the sun if you're standing outside, Spraggles. Everybody getting that sunlight, and we're coming through. They almost call him sun kissed. Know what I'm saying? Ickless locking it all up. I love this team.
I know.
This is a blast.
It's so much fun watching this, especially when you can tell that this team is really flowing right now. They are in it. Everything they are trying to do is working out for them. They're using the eject buttons. They're diving in for these big KOs. It's so exciting to see. Right now, Galigola making their way into the central area of Talibobo, being chased by the whole team, coming right down. Unite move, a Talonflame classic Unite move into the wall that you did not try to land into.
Oh, I'm able to dodge there a little bit and get out of dodge, quite literally. Klaus is on the backside. We're gonna have to take to the skies and see if we can find anybody. And Cali's just down to put some damage in as they do get chipped in. Finally, Klaus getting a KO. Train coming through. Let's take a ride. Klaus catching that wave, and we're gonna see if we can follow that up. We might be surfing hanging 10, but we're bringing Lapras through. Team Peps catches a reset, and we've got our basement Reggie on the horizon.
That was a beautiful Unite move, not because it was useful, but just because it was cool to watch. Just seeing that Buzzwole brought down, pretty cool. I mean, I could say Team Peps probably going, hey, it would have been cool if that did something, but we all agree that was cool.
Cool factor, 11 out of 10, no question about it. Toon Slim's kind of caught in between Potato and Marv here as Ickless is on the follow-up. Nice little bubble beam. Utah jumps kind of right into it. Marv's looking for the follow-up, and Potato is definitely caught out here. What really started as an opportunity on Toon, but no hyperspace. The rings are unbound. Everybody's coming through, and now we're on top of Regirock. Nice stun on Klaus. They try to engage. They actually have to use their Unite move to try to peel back the other way. Cali gets taken out by Megu, but a big slam by Potato, and they're able to seal up the Regirock. KO streak of 2 for Megu. Yes, they're getting the KOs, but not on the players that you'd like to be getting them to keep scaling up. Human and Ickless are going to try to have to hold this gold pad down.
It seems like Team Peps is playing out of their minds right now. Just every crazy play you could think of seems to work out for Team Peps as somehow they're beating Talibobo Believers and making it look good here in game number 5.
Game 5 of our grand finals. Team Peps looking to bracket reset against Talibobo Believers, the EU best team, #1 seed team. And I'll tell you what, like you just said, they're making it look pretty easy here in game 5.
Yeah, it looks like we're sneaking in for a possible score here. Toon watching this top goal up in the bush here, so I don't think this is going to work out. But then again, Toon could have to move here in just a moment. It looks like they are moving away from that top path. Oh, Cali just hoping that that drill peck did not hit, and then
that's my favorite fly of all time. He literally did that to stay in the bush when he landed, assume that they would leave, and now they get the points in. What are you talking? Come on. How many? That's like the never-ending scarf that's getting pulled out of this team's sleeves. They never run out of tricks. I love it. Team Peps, baby!
Does he know?
I'll tell you what, I shouldn't have gotten that full-length back tattoo that said woof woof. A little awkward for me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate now, but, you know, it still looks good, you know?
I guess. More like oof, oof. Here we go. Big surf coming through. Ickless looking for an opportunity, and they're going to need one. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Rayquaza's on the horizon, but they almost got caught out there. Marv going to have to get this reset.
Ooh, interesting move here. Both of them going back through that portal, but Ickless getting caught in a big way as Talibobo Believers has had enough of these shenanigans. They are pushing onto this goal zone, looking to get some points on the board because they are way behind, almost down by 100, picking them up right now, flying with a huge slam. They go down to the Hoopa.
I'm trying to check this respawn timer. This means Toon is going to be late for Rayquaza as Cali looks like they're going to be pivoting a little bit. However, you still have Klaus in the mix. We've got Rayquaza on the map.
And here we go, Dodrio coming down into this fight here. We can see that Team Peps is up And at this point, they are waiting enough time so that they are back. Toon Slim is back in the top path watching this goal. They're actually watching all of these goals right now because they are ahead. They don't need to make the play happen here, but they've been making plays all game. I kind of feel like I want them to press this.
Yeah, they've really been on a different level in this game specifically. Ikelis has both buffs here for themselves. Tons of damage in on Megu. Klaus tries to get the engage on Marv, but Marv blinks out. In the top left of your screen, Toon is babysitting Callie, who tried to go for a cheeky score, and now the chase is on there. Potato looking for an opportunity. Nobody's looking to engage. Klaus, it might get Ikelis, but no, do they blink out?
No, they do not.
Don't.
They
That's a
get
huge
KO'd.
KO.
Yeah, massive KO there from the Dodrio, and now Talibobo is looking to take the advantage. They are up in score right now, 186, a double KO, but no, Toon goes down to Caligula as they are possibly moving back towards the center. No, they are not. Of course, that tier 2 is not open, so they have to run back to the top path if they want to score right here.
Yeah, I don't know if they know that they're down yet. They should have gotten the signal that they were. We're taking a look. It's about a 54-point difference between these two teams. Team Peps needs to make some magic happen. Callie darts back and gets back into the mix. I'm looking at Unite moves, and there's a bunch of them on the side of Team Peps. But that's a slow beam on top of Potato to lock them up. Marv is in the middle. We're going to see if we can do anything here. They try to push back. Klaus is getting solo. Can they convert on a KO? Callie tries to engage, but can't. Now the rings are unbound, and we're pulling the team through. This is going to be the Rayquaza that's going to make this thing happen for Peps. They're looking for an opportunity, but Human's taking a ton of damage. There's going to be 2 players down here in short order if they can follow up on Human here. But look at Callie. They're going for a cheeky score. Human solo on HP, and there's another score's going back on the backside. They need to pick up Toon Slim. Ikelis is trying to KO Toon, but who's going to get their points in? They get the KO on Callie. They don't get their points in, Spraggles.
If they don't get their points in, that means Talibobo believers might have taken this thing. They did score in the last minute there. I did not see points go in for Team Peps. It's riding all on this final score. Who is going to take this? If Team Peps wins, they reset. If Talibobo believers does, no! Talibobo wins this thing! They are your grand finals champion here for the EU region. Incredible stuff.